Tesla just made full self-driving available on a monthly subscription for only $99 per month. This feature usually costs $16,000 upfront. In this video, we will test it and we will let you know if it's worth it or not. You have two choices. Either you pay $99 per month on a subscription that you can cancel at any time, or you can pay upfront $16,000. But if you go that route, it would take you 13 years to break even. FSD includes summon mode that is demonstrated right now. The car will be driving to you. It works almost every time, but it takes a lot of time to load before it starts moving. Before you start using the service, Tesla makes sure to remind you that FSD has to be supervised by the driver as it is not fully autonomous. Just remember that. We wanted to test the FSD in the city, so we went to the mall. It was extremely busy, causing a traffic jam. Notice how this Jetta engaged before us, even though it was clearly our turn to go. The FSD takes time to re-engage after making a full stop, and it confuses other drivers as they think we are purposely letting them pass in front of us. And when the Tesla finally engages, the Jetta stops moving, and then the Tesla has to stop to let people cross midway, blocking everybody. I was really nervous at this point. Then out of nowhere, somebody was coming towards us at full speed, almost causing an accident. If I didn't quickly move out of the way, he would have hit me. Also, you have to be careful when merging onto the highway. I usually take over because I don't feel confident letting the car do it. Most of the time, it does not merge until it reaches the end of the lane, which is very unsafe. Overall, on the highway and big avenues, that's really when the FSD is gonna shine. It will even come to a full stop at the red light and re-engage when it's green. It would also let pedestrians cross the street. It's just annoying to have to touch the steering wheel from time to time. We recently tested the Cadillac Lyriq, and it had the SuperCruise, and as long as we were looking at the road, the self-driving feature would keep going. And that means that you never have to actually touch the wheel to keep the system active. First of all, we want to talk about the price because it's really hard to justify spending $16,000 on one feature, right? And that's the reason why a lot of Tesla owners didn't go for the full self-driving feature, even though it was offered and their car was actually capable of it. And I include myself. This Tesla Model S, when we bought it, it had the feature built in. And actually the previous owner, because this is a one owner vehicle, the previous owner, when they bought it brand new, they added the enhanced autopilot. They paid $7,000 Canadian to get the feature. But when they sold the vehicle, when they traded the vehicle to Tesla, they transferred that feature to their new Tesla. So this car, that feature was no longer available in this vehicle. They also had supercharge for free for life, which is something we didn't have. And that's one thing I want to talk about. Before you buy a car, you really need to do your due diligence and see if the vehicle that you're buying, all the features are going to be transferred, supercharging for life, autopilot and stuff like that. But coming up with this monthly subscription plan is really a good thing, according to me, because not only a lot of people didn't want to pay this much to get the feature, but it's also whatever you want to cancel, you can actually cancel. And if ever you sell the vehicle, it's not going to be really something that you're going to be discussing with the potential buyer, because most people in the used market, unfortunately, they didn't want to pay extra to get the full self-driving because it was a lot of money. And I include myself in that situation. So I think it's really a good thing that they offer this. But is it still worth it? It's $100. It's $1,200 a year to get this feature. I would say wait. To be honest with you, just try it for a month. Make some videos to look cool on social media. Show it to your friends. But honestly, it's not ready yet. There's a lot of potential accidents that can happen because the car sometimes is really confused. Most of the time it works well, but some areas definitely I would suggest you to disengage it and just drive. Today, for instance, it's really bad. There's a lot of rain. The sensors are very dirty. I know it does not really rely only on sensors, but it shows a message on the screen saying that, you know, autopilot might not be working properly because of that. So definitely you have to consider that if you're in the area where it snows a lot, where it actually rains a lot, maybe those months you should just not pay for it. And in the summer when everything is cool, you just keep going with the FSD. But yeah, that's my take on the FSD.